So we're here at the Palm Beach International Film Festival and with news on a short documentary.
Hi, my name is Pascal Depuhl. I'm just going to spell it for you. I'm going to start over again. It's P like Peter, A S like Sam, C like Charlie, A L like Lima, and my last name is Depuhl. D like Delta, E like Echo, E like Papa, U like Uniform, H like Hotel, and L like Lima. Hi, my name is Pascal. I'm here at the Palm Beach International Film Festival, and I'm here with the film On Wings of Hope. It's a 15-minute short documentary film that tells the story of a humanitarian air service that does flying of all the NGOs in Afghanistan. And we tell a story about a medevac that they did where they saved a little 5-year-old boy's life that had gotten hit by a motorcycle. I just started doing filmmaking about 6 months before I started shooting this film, and I had this little voice in my head that was trying to tell me that I needed to do this. I do commercial work for a living, and I had this voice say, you need to do something a little bigger. How about you go and talk with your friend Daniel and to see if you can do this movie in Afghanistan. So I kind of ignored it and thought it was way too expensive. So about a week later, the same voice comes back up and says, you need to do this film with Daniel in Afghanistan. And I said the same thing. I said, but it's just way too dangerous. I can't do that. A week later, the same thing again. It went on for a month and a half. But every time I would say, it's too dangerous, I'm not qualified, they don't need it, all the excuses. So finally it got just too annoying. So I stopped and I just emailed him and I said, I have this crazy idea. I actually still have the email. And I said, what if I come over and shoot this, maybe a movie, what you guys do and how you work? Do you need that? I don't know. And what I was expecting back was, at the very best, a really highly qualified maybe. Too dangerous, too expensive, you're not qualified, we don't need it, we can't keep you safe. All the same excuses I had. About 2 weeks later, I get an email back from my friend, and he says, hey, that sounds great. We'd love to have you here. I'd love to see you. By the way, one of our sponsors actually requires us to do a film every 3 years. We're about due for one. We actually have money for a budget. Can you throw some numbers together and get back to me? And then my next thought was, oh crap. Because now I have to do this thing, and I've never done a documentary. I've never shot a film that's not been storyboarded or not scripted. And I'm flying halfway around the country into some of the most hostile and hard to work in environments to do something that I have no right to do. 6 months later, I find myself in the mountains of Afghanistan shooting and filming a beautiful story. You can take a look at it. It's on wingsofhopefilm.com. Let me know what you think. I'm on Twitter at Movies by Depuhl. Thanks so much.
That's a wonderful story, and I think your story, it reminds me of the hero's journey idea that somebody's just, going along in their life very happily, then they get the call to adventure, and they immediately say no, absolutely not. And then they say no a few more times, and then it keeps knocking on the door, and then finally they go on the adventure, and through going on the adventure, that's how they get the experience and the kind of the muscles to do what they need to do. So well done for listening to that call, and it sounds like a really interesting film. I'm looking forward to seeing it, and I'm going to ask you one more question.